Hello, Freddy Melero here. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are fired up. Hope you guys are excited. Let me know where you guys are joining me from. I know I'm sporadically jumping on Periscope, sometimes early, sometimes late, sometimes never, right? A lot going on, and I'm excited and fired up. Orlando in the house. What up? I love it. Well, hey guys, today I wanted to talk about understanding network marketing. I think a lot of people have a misconception of what it is and what it isn't. And hopefully today, with what I share with you guys, if you're not very clear, you get a much better understanding of, generically speaking, what it is, what it isn't. And maybe that'll help you regardless of what company you're in, appreciate more, maybe persist longer, maybe learn some more, and ultimately have some more success and impact a lot of other lives. As you guys, those that know me, don't know me, I've been in the industry for a little over 18 years, and I've learned a lot, still learning. I'm very passionate about this industry. I love helping people win. I love, helping people break through barriers and whatnot. And, most of what I do is lead by example, but at the same time, I coach and I mentor and whatnot. And, I appreciate number one, you guys joining me. I appreciate you guys, all the hearts you guys give me, whether you're live or on replay. And definitely appreciate when you guys share by moving the screen and just sharing on Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. But outside of that, guys, number one, I think understanding network marketing, there's really three components you got to master. And number one, it's finding people to talk to, which we call prospecting. Prospecting is probably one of the most important things. So if you have nobody to talk to, you're out of business, right? And that is basically our main capital in network marketing, is finding people to talk to, right? Number two, I'd say, is talking to the people that we found, and that's called presenting, right? Once we meet people, once we connect with people, then we present what we have. We present our product, our opportunity, our tools, and whatnot, right? So, number one is finding people, prospecting. Number two is presenting to those people we find. And then number three is basically duplicate, right? Teach the people that we got how to do the same thing we just did, how to find people and how to prospect to them. Outside of that, guys, that's all we do. We basically, number one, we find people. Number two, we expose them to information. And then number three, we just basically teach them how to do the same thing. And we do it over and over and over again. Without getting into too much detail, and I know each of the three things I've shared right now with you guys, I could go on for hours, right? But generically speaking, I want you guys to understand what network marketing entails, right? Now, the rules of network marketing are pretty simple. Regardless of how good you are, regardless of how good your product is, regardless of how good your opportunity is, regardless of anything that you might have that might be superior to anything out there in the marketplace, this is what you got to understand the rules are. Some will, some won't, some will never, right? Some will never make up, some will never say yes or no, some will say maybe, right? So what? Others are waiting. And, a lot of times people try to defy those odds of trying to convince every single person they talk to go their way. And the reality is, guys, no matter what you've got, some people will love chocolate no matter what, and some people will love vanilla no matter what, right? And no matter how good of a proposition you have with chocolate, if somebody doesn't like chocolate and they like strawberry, good luck with chocolate and vanilla, right? They're going strawberry. And so that basically means that, people will make decisions based on their likes, not yours and mine. That means that sometimes timing plays a big part in their decision and how they go about everything. Now, one of the things you've got to do in this process, and one of the great things you can do, is work harder on yourself than you do anything else. One of my mentors, Jim Rohn, that I've heard time and time again on an audio challenge to succeed, building your network marketing business. Jim Rohn talks about, working harder on yourself than anything else. He says, for things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you've got to get better. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. And guys, I'll tell you, that applies to me just like it applies to you. And it's constant and never ending. I think it's Tony Robbins that has a philosophy called KANAI, constant and never ending improvement, guys. You're always trying to improve. You're always trying to grow till you die. If you're not growing, you're dying, like the great John Maxwell says. And so I share that with you because, guys, you've got to learn from successful people. You got to learn from people that have gone before you if you want to have a shortcut to success. And I share that with you because, you know, questions I would ask relevant to what I just shared, someone successful, is number one, you know, how is it that they were introduced? You know, if I was to meet some of the top leaders in my company, and I wanted to know what works, right? What works best in my current company, because these are people that are kicking butt in their current company, and they're rising to the top, and they're impacting the most lives, and they've got the biggest customer base and whatnot. I'm going to ask them, how were they introduced? What tool was used for them to pique their interest? Why? Because I want to know, you know, what is it that's working, right? What's working for these people? Because if it worked for them and they're having success, success leaves clues. Number two, what was the skill set of the person that brought them in? What was the skill set of the person that invited them? What was the skill set of the person that enrolled them? You know, were they super mega stars, or was it just someone that said, hey, have you heard about this, and passed out a video, which is most likely the case? Whatever it is, find out what it is, and success leaves clues, right? And then number three, once they heard the information, how long did it take them to decide to take action? Because, guys, you know, success leaves clues. And, you know, I think if you get a general consensus from speaking to 5, 10, 15, 20 different top leaders, and they all tell you, number one, for the most part, this type of format of tools was used with them. Number two, the type of person that shared the information with them was just an average person that was fired up, excited, and following this system flow. And number three, after they evaluated the information, it was the right timing in their life, so they made a decision. Or it wasn't the right timing, but when it was the right timing, they made a decision. You kind of get a general consensus of what you're going to encounter as you go about, and what it's going to look like if you're going to attract the right people into your team, or the people that are most likely to succeed, even though there's no general footprint of that successful person, because people from all walks of life, all kind of backgrounds, race, religion, color, and whatnot, are very successful in network marketing, and most likely in your company. Last but not least, guys, I'll tell you, at the end of the day, in network marketing, what I've realized, the successful people separate from, you know, what separates successful people from others is action. It's activity. You know, successful people, you know, make up in activity what they lack in skills. So a lot of times, some of us want to know it all before we take some action. And the reality is, guys, you've got to get in the trenches, learn as you go. You know, I think if you wait to get going, you're never going to get going. And number two, you're not going to understand it fully unless you're in the trenches. When you're in the trenches, you appreciate more what you learn because you've been there, you've done that, you can understand. And in essence, you're failing forward, right? And that is a good thing. Last but not least, guys, I'll tell you, if you're going to have a lot of success, you've got to become a leader. And leadership starts with the word lead. Lead means to be first. Be the first one to do the presentation. Be the first one to make the phone calls. Be the first one to make the pin ranks. Be the first one to register for your company events. Be the first one to do what you want your team doing. And in essence, they will do that. And the reason leaders are paid so well in this industry is because they take action. They're the first to initiate. They don't wait around for anyone. They just do it because they understand that no one is going to do it for them. No one's going to come to their house and make their dreams come true. They've got to step up. They've got to step out and make it happen. Otherwise, nothing will happen. Remember, in life, guys, no matter how good the circumstances are, no matter what's going on, nothing happens in life unless you do. You've got to make things happen. You got to step out there. And every time you step out there and every time you do some activity, it doesn't guarantee success, but I don't know any other way to guarantee success unless you do that. And so again, just like every Periscope I do, just like everything I share with you guys, I hope you guys get value. I hope no matter what company you're in, you know, I'm able to share some light so that you guys can, you know, move forward and have some success in what you're doing. And obviously, just like I pay it forward, you guys are able to pay it forward. And maybe someday in some way, as I travel across the world, you know, building different teams, meeting people and impacting different lives, maybe we run across each other in an airport, in an event, at Vegas, in some of the beaches of the world, and maybe we can do a Periscope together. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you guys do as far as the hearts, the shares, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on my Facebook page, or here on Periscope. I appreciate you guys. Take care. God bless. From Miami, Florida, the Fredster. Peace out. Crank it up.